Ever wondered why some of the most successful women in the world struggle when it comes to love? It's an intriguing paradox, isn't it? Picture this, Joanna, a high-flying corporate executive. She's reached the pinnacle of her career, commanding respect in boardrooms and making decisions that affect thousands. Yet when it comes to her personal life, she's struggling to find that same success in love. Why is that, you ask? Well, it's a complex cocktail of reasons. One of the main ingredients is the perception gap. Joanna's success often intimidates potential partners, causing a rift before a relationship can even begin. They perceive her as too independent, too ambitious, or too successful, and it creates an invisible barrier. Then there's the time factor. When you're juggling a career that demands 80% of your waking hours, what time is left for love? Joanna's diary is packed with meetings, conference calls, and business trips. Her personal life takes a back seat, and relationships become an afterthought. And let's not forget about expectations. Joanna, like many successful women, has high standards. She's worked hard to achieve her success, and she expects a partner who matches her drive and ambition. However, these expectations can sometimes lead to disappointment when reality doesn't align with the picture-perfect vision in her head. But here's the silver lining in this cloud of struggle. Joanna is a fighter. She's overcome challenges in her career, and she can do the same in her personal life. She just needs to navigate through these hurdles and find a balance that works for her. And so, to all the Joannas out there, and to everyone grappling with their own paradox of success, remember this: every struggle is an opportunity for growth. So, embrace the struggle, learn from it, and let it guide you towards a more balanced and fulfilled life. So, what are the barriers that these successful women face in their pursuit of love? Let's dive in. First up, we have the fear of vulnerability. Picture this. A woman, we'll call her Jane, has climbed to the top of her field. She's used to being in control, to making tough decisions, and she's built a fortress around her emotions to stay focused. Now, love, as we all know, is a bit of a wild beast. It requires us to let our guard down, to show our true selves, warts and all. But for Jane, this can feel like a leap into the unknown. It's like asking a seasoned sailor to abandon her ship and dive into the deep blue sea. Next, we have the navigation of power dynamics. Let's say Jane is dating John, who's not quite as high up on the career ladder. Jane earns more, she has more influence, and this can unfortunately lead to friction. John might feel threatened, and Jane might feel guilty for her success. It's like they're dancing to different tunes on the same dance floor. Then there's societal expectations. Even in this modern world, some people still can't wrap their heads around a woman being more successful than her partner. Jane and John might face raised eyebrows, snide comments, and unfair judgments. It's like they're running a marathon with weights on their ankles. Last but not least is emotional independence. Jane, like many successful women, is used to handling things on her own. She's self-reliant, which is fantastic, but in love, there's a need for interdependence. John might feel left out, like he's an extra in the movie of Jane's life. These barriers may seem daunting, but they are not insurmountable. After all, every wall has a door, and every problem has a solution. So stick around as we explore how to overcome these challenges in the next scene. Now that we've identified the barriers, how can these successful women overcome them? This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's start with vulnerability. It's often seen as a weakness, but it's really the cornerstone of human connection. Imagine this. A successful businesswoman, always in control, decides to open up about her fears and uncertainties to her partner. Sounds scary, but it's in this moment of raw honesty that their relationship deepens. She's not just a CEO, she's a human being with emotions, just like everyone else. Next, we have the challenge of balancing personal life with a demanding career. Picture a top surgeon, working long hours, saving lives. She decides to set aside one day a week just for herself and her family. No operations, no rounds, just quality time. It's not easy, but by setting boundaries, she's able to recharge and give her best both at home and in the hospital. Now let's talk about expectations. We live in a world that feeds us fairy tale love stories, but real-life relationships aren't curated Instagram posts. They're messy and unpredictable, but also beautiful and rewarding. Think of an award-winning journalist who's used to chasing perfection. She learns to embrace the imperfect moments in her relationship, the silly arguments, the quiet nights in, the burnt dinners. It's in these moments that she finds genuine happiness. Lastly, we have uncertainty, the eternal nemesis of control freaks everywhere. Here's a hotshot lawyer, always dotting her I's and crossing her T's. But in love, there's no script to follow. She learns to let go, to ride the wave of uncertainty, to embrace the unpredictable nature of love. It's scary, yes, but it's also liberating. So what's the moral of these stories? It's not about changing who you are. It's about adapting, evolving, and embracing the complexities of love. It's about understanding that being a strong, successful woman and having a fulfilling love life are not mutually exclusive. Remember, overcoming these challenges is a journey, not a destination. Balance and self-worth play a crucial role in overcoming these struggles. Picture this. You're a high-flying executive, independent and driven. You've got the world at your fingertips. But when it comes to relationships, things can feel a little off balance. That's where the power of balance steps in. A healthy mix of independence and interdependence. You see, it's not about giving up your autonomy, but rather allowing someone else to share in your journey. Now imagine, you're in a room full of accolades, trophies, certificates, all testaments to your professional success. But there's this little nagging voice in your head that keeps asking, am I good enough? That's where cultivating self-worth comes into play. It's about acknowledging that your value isn't defined by your professional achievements alone, but by who you are as a person. Sometimes it can be tough to navigate these waters of self-worth and balance on your own, and that's okay. Professional support can be a beacon of light, guiding you through the fog. Remember the story of the high-flying executive? She's now in a fulfilling relationship where she's not just successful in her career, but also in love. She's found her balance and embraced her self-worth. Recognizing one's self-worth and achieving balance can pave the way for a harmonious personal life. Before we wrap up, a quick shout out to our YouTube AI Masterclass. Ever wondered how you could earn $10,000 a month or grow your channel from 0 to over 100,000 subscribers? Well, we've got the answers. In our masterclass, we'll share how you can make passive income every month with just 3 days of work. Imagine that, ditching the 9-to-5 grind, becoming a full-time creator, and spending more time with your loved ones, all while multiplying your income. And here's the kicker, you'll be at the forefront of using artificial intelligence in content creation. So, don't be the one who gets left behind. Check out the link in the description below and take control of your life. So, there you have it, the struggles of successful women in love and how they can overcome these challenges. We've navigated the paradox of success, dived into the barriers in love, and explored ways to overcome these challenges. We've also discussed the power of balance and self-worth and how they play a significant role in forming harmonious relationships. And let's not forget about our YouTube AI Masterclass that could be your ticket to a life-changing career. Share your experiences in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree? Your story might help someone else. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Modern World Dynamics for more insightful content. Cheers.